following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Your manager's gonna be real pissed.
Oh well.
We should probably get you to a phone first and then...
Look, if there's anything I can ever do to, let's see, who probably organised this rescue thing? It wasn't going to be Dex, was it?
No, Dex should take all the credit for the rescue.
It was Alvin. Alvin did it, that one there.
Damn it.
Well, I could certainly arrange to get you front row tickets to a concert of music that you're not particularly fond of.
Sorry.
Don't apologise, everyone should have their own tastes. If we were all into the same things, it would be boring and weird. That's why you have different women.
Dex, Dex, you're the authority on what needs to happen for your dad. You know, been exposed to a psychic madman. DMV facility.
DMV HQ's that way. You should probably go there.
Alright, let's go.
Sorry, Dad, you're going to have to be probed. Alright, just make sure the nurse is hot. Let's see what we can do. Large man.
Large man, big
you could create the illusion either way.
His luck you'd get Miranda.
Miranda's not there.
Yeah, but his luck we'd get her anyway.
Okay, you hit to the DMV HQ. It's over there.
Mm-hmm.
Notice something. Huge like big glass H. Janky thing, I've got a picture somewhere. I didn't print it because I'm not made of money.
Yep.
It's just a fucking modern art masterpiece. Flags waving in the breeze.
Okay.
There's a civilian access kiosk out front, and there's the big government building HQ doors.
The big government HQ doors.
Well, then we'll waltz up to the kiosk. It's obviously the way in, isn't it?
No, the kiosk is for civilians.
Okay, then we'll go carry on through.
There's a bunch of the doors, just doors. They open. There's a bunch of people there. Like an efficient-looking woman in a skirt and business suit attire comes up and says, "Hi, were you looking for someone?"
Not particularly.
Oh, of course. Okay.
We've just had a run with the Siler.
Mm-hmm.
And we've rescued Mr. Midnight here.
Of course.
And we've all been exposed to a crazy, powerful psychic mutant.
Okay, this isn't a field office.
We realise this.
This is a secure government building.
Could you maybe call someone to come pick us up or whatever it is you could do?
If you'd like to wait outside, or we can escort you to a detention cell.
We'll wait outside, thank you.
For security. You understand.
We'll wait outside.
I think the detention cell would make more sense after what we've been through.
I have to agree with Roxy there.
Okay.
Detention
Your
cells.
logic. Security guys walk up with glowing guns. They're like, "Please follow us."
Handing over firearm.
Mm-hmm. We'll go through the big scanner thing. You'll have to put all your gear on a conveyor belt.
Ready for gloves.
No. They don't know. They'll escort you down a stairway and then immediately there's a big detention cell. Mutant field on. Sorry, Geller field on.
Blarg.
Oh.
Okay. Alvin turns into a little black kid.
Oh shit! Oh.
Injured little black kid
No.
or just little?
How old?
Oh shit!
One is just like, "You didn't die!"
Oh, shoulders. I like shoulders. Ribs. They are not broken and smashed. I'm alive.
So we finally see the real you.
Yes, Roxanne, I am an 18-year-old black kid.
What was that all about?
Now I see why you connected with...
You one-upping me with,
Tyrell.
we finally meet the real Elvin. Sassy little bitch.
Wait, you've got an exclusive contract on SAS, do you? Oh my god, it's... He and Dixie just fall over it.
I thought they said these mutant fields didn't affect them.
This must be a higher one.
This is a ultra secure detention facility. What just drag. We will have to detain them in a regular cell.
Please do.
Thank you.
Are they psychics?
Yeah.
You are
Yes,
required to announce psychics in this facility.
We did.
You didn't. You
Didn't
asked if
everybody
they were
show
supposed
their
It doesn't
IDs?
say what you do necessarily.
But I thought it would have the
Not everyone knows what those mean. Like
the
even people in
DMV facility.
security guard. Yeah, even people like okay. So what's a PBASA? I don't know.
Yeah, but these are people who work at the
There's like
profession.
1,024 codes, Ken.
Bureaucracy.
Then you got to catch them
Bureaucracy.
all.
That's the joke.
You got to catch them all.
Gotta catch them all.
Look, we've had a long day.
Clang.
And it's going to get worse when we get back.
So each of you are taken out one by one and are subjected to about half an hour's worth of rigorous probing.
Sweet, we don't need to do it when we get back then.
Okay, miss, we've got a few problems here. Have you noticed an irritation in your armpits or other joint areas? Dryness?
No.
Shortness of breath?
No.
Temporary blindness, dizziness?
No.
Inability to see at all?
Only when it's dark, and that's normal.
It is. Do you experience this blindness even when a light is turned on in the dark?
No.
Oh, I have to ask. Nasal vomiting?
No.
Throat spiders?
Throat spiders.
Just
What
answer
even
the question.
is... I don't even know what that is, but no, I have not had spiders in my throat.
Oh, that's not what that is.
Then what's throat spiders?
Well, if it had happened, you'd have certainly triggered on that. So, no. Okay, so we think you had none of these symptoms, and you're probably fine. We'll need to give you an inoculation.
For...
Well, we think you may be susceptible to a certain mutant strain of the flu with these readings we're getting, and we'd like to inoculate that if you haven't already suffered from it.
I have not.
Then you, of course, can refuse. This is an optional inoculation.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Against my
Bend
better
over.
judgment. Oh.
You may experience some tenderness in the immediate vicinity. Next!
Bonnie.
Tests. Yeah, we've got a problem here. Have you experienced any dryness or scaliness in the armpits or other joint region?
No.
Shortness of breath?
No.
Tunnel vision blindness?
No.
Dark vision loss?
No.
Throat spiders?
What?
Okay, no. We might need you to take an inoculation against a strain of mutant flu.
No, my doctor said I'm not allowed any more drugs.
Very well. Sign that. And here and here. Initial here and here and here. And the name of your doctor printed in capitals there. And sign here. Okay, thank you. Next!
Howdy.
And comes in with you. Hi, we're together. I want to see everything. I don't see any reason not to. Do a full battery of tests. Okay, there's a problem here. Have you suffered from an itchiness or dryness in the armpits or other joint regions recently?
No, can't say I have.
Loss of vision, tunnel vision, loss of night vision, shortness of breath,
I didn't have night vision, but no.
throat spiders,
What
dizziness.
the fuck? No, go back to throat spiders. What is that?
Look, if it had happened, you'd have known.
I hope so.
Look, it looks like you might be in the early stages of a specific kind of mutant flu strain. We'd like to give you an inoculation against it. It is optional.
Sure, that sounds fine.
Okay, bend over.
Okay. She said she wanted to see everything.
And now it's your turn, miss. Oh no, I already got checked.
What? When?
I was first.
Damn it.
Now we're even.
You're good at playing. What do you mean even?
When it happens, you'll know.
That's not how it works!
Can you just say that and get away with anything? I'm gonna try
Yes.
that one. I feel like
That's
I'm
a real
being played
superpower.
again.
Okay. Effectively, you are all tested except for Alvin, who there's no real point in giving him an actual physiological test because that would mean nothing. We're going to keep Mr. Midnight in for observation. Then release him back into the public like a wild rock star.
Go, you're free now.
So what happened to y'all? Y'all get probed again? Was
They
it like
gave me an injection in the butt.
I also got the butt injection.
I didn't. The doctor said I wasn't to take any other drugs.
Fair enough, it could interfere with what you're already taking.
I got the jab as well with the spectator.
They shouldn't have let me do that.
Didn't seem very professional.
I wasn't aware that was an option.
Stephanie's like, good.
Well, I would just like to be the first one to say that today sucks. Didn't even get to beat up. I thought, today with all of the fucking awful luck we had, we might have had a shot. You can't roll a natural one all the time.
I understand that reference.
I'm just lucky nobody died.
And we saved the guy, so like... And I got my hat signed, that's like the best part.
So we all go back to base now. Tarias, could I ask for you to just
That's fine, we should go
outside the base, just please.
Outside.
If we get Charlie Porter straight inside the base, could you put us in a place where there's no one?
I will not know ahead of time.
That's why I said outside the base might be the safer.
Opening a fissure in reality through someone or something could be dangerous. It is best to use a room or an area you know will be empty.
Our quarters shouldn't have anyone in them.
One of our quarters then.
Very well.
Oh, one of the empty ones.
And what if someone there, but when we left? What if
Well, somebody arrived.
someone knew
Wait. I was just going to say the other's bathroom.
Right.
Only person who uses that is me.
Yeah, we'll get shocked as we go.
Because we need a place that doesn't have a lot of
portal's already
stuff
been
in there.
opened.
But we're going through. Thank you, Tarias. See you soon, hopefully.
Well, he has to come through last because
Oh, is he
otherwise it
with
will
us?
shut.
I thought he was going to just leave it open, then shut it as the last person goes through.
No, he has to go through last.
So he's
joining us,
coming
huh?
with us.
Yeah.
then.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
And goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, he's going to be really fucking tired. Apparently that's incredibly annoying to do. Still, at least he can do it under people who aren't him now. That's a revelation.
Yeah, we must have got some more juice, or however that works.
That's training program.
I
wish
have-
he'd come back and listen.
I have
Oh,
no
did you get the story?
idea why we just did that.
Well, I think everyone should return to their rooms and stay there until...
Have I said thank you to everyone yet?
You don't need to.
You did not have to better know and better do that.
It's fine.
But
It's
But
not fine.
The boy needs his daddy.
I mean, if that was an option to do before, we could have done that before we went to a DMV
Sorry, the
facility,
man, I guess.
registered all of our things, got injected up the ass, most of us, by a product,
Or
and
I
left all
gave
of
you
our
the ass
equipment there.
injection that-
In, not up, I would
we
like
were
to add.
equipment given to us before we left.
Professor.
Because we released.
You. Professor Geller's office.
course.
Wait in the anteroom. The rest of you. Classes. You're very late, so you will have to class longer at the end of the day. Your first class, you will be glad to know, is book-intensive mathematics and geometry.
Good, I needed a nap. I needed a math.
Oh yes, Mr. Strong. In order to help you with your studies, we have put a small device under your seat. which will detect when you are slumbering and shock you painfully in the testicular region.
Why?
Can I have the controller for that?
No! I protest! That's unconstitutional!
Why would you need that? When it happens, you'll know.
Don't you fall for that!
Then you seriously expect that to work on anyone with a functioning cortex, Miss Somerset? No, smart people don't generally fall for it.
Ouch.
Smart people do not generally try it either.
You gotta try it to get away with it. Have fun, everybody.
Secretary demands that you sit outside of Professor Geller's office in the anteroom while she goes off and gets lunch ready.
Oh, at least we got Tom back in time for lunch.
We're in class, then you guys get
I thought
There's some documents on the secretary's desk. You can all roll a perception check. In fact, you are required to.
No. I was going to walk over and pick it up and start reading it.
That folder contains the documents of interest.
I mean, but I'm not.
I wouldn't move from where I am
Roll
either.
my eyes and
Yeah.
just mutter basically, let's not funny.
How much more trouble could I possibly get in, Roxy? I'm already probably going to be sent to prison or executed or something.
One can only hope.
Steph,
I'd rather
regarding... Oh, shit. Steph's probation period's up. With her probation period at an end, the student is elevated to a full member with restrictions lifted. You go, girl. Assuming this didn't fuck with that. However, the student is engaged in a cover job before the permission process was complete. A 2-week restriction will be placed on her. Sorry, Steph, but that was her own fault. You know, the whole Pterodino being a super damn hero. Her chosen cover job is that of a model. She's a model?
I was like, oh, don't sound so surprised.
No, well, I mean, I suppose if they authorized that, but who would have thought we were allowed jobs?
A cover job. You're gonna
The
need
job
to
allows
eventually-
significant free time, so it should have minimal impact on operations. It should be noticed that Dr. Altan has reported that her counseling sessions have made good progress, and with luck, the trauma of her unfortunate capture will strengthen her character in the long run. Sounds like everything's coming up, Steph.
Okay, you didn't read the last line of that.
Or she will break. Professor Geller, you have asked the staff for input regarding the Jenkins situation. The problem of actually terminating the student lies in the creature's insistence they not die, repeatedly manifesting when she is in danger. This means that if an execution were to be staged, knowledge of it should be kept from her. The execution should instead be a launching from the world. If vacuum does not slay the beast, then it is still off the world. Nonetheless, I do not recommend execution on these grounds. It is too risky. 2. The emotional impact on the team. The students have become invested in their friend's well-being, and summary execution of her for matters outside of her control will set resentment in them against their superiors, slowing their learning process. 3. Learning opportunity. It is preferable to learn the means by which it was roused. Complacency at the emergences to this point has led to false assumptions and cessation of testing.
Hey, hold on. That's not a good idea. That means I've got to try and get you to do the same thing again.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
at
that
least
would mean I would
things.
still be
Yes.
around. 4. Rather, the question is at what level do we deploy counseling sessions to her friends? Too much counseling will coddle them and cause emotional guilt in Miss Jenkins. Too little will be ineffective. In particular, the clay boy should be counseled as the experiences seem to target him. Yeah. Well, and she can be triggered by things, and I like being things. It would seem we now know what happened to the Houston headquarters, the Siler, in order to steal an amount of stationery and routing codes or things. Obviously, we are all waiting to see what Mr. Midnight has received from the Siler and if he will confess to receiving illicit materials. What the fuck?
They knew.
The,
Oh, what a surprise!
The
Those eyes.
The L-Seed facility is still begging for new staff, and I suggest sending the students down there for some hands-on training in a temporary role. With regards to the midnight problem, I recommend allowing the students to deal with it in their own way if they choose to not inform us.
So we're allowed to do this.
That would explain Maldred helping. Sit down. Sit down. I don't know what this means for us.
You could retain those documents if you want.
I'll add them to our section of
They
other
have
ones.
seals.
Yeah. Schmancy.
Oh, God damn it.
Not these kind of seals.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Damn,
the,
I needed some new shoes.
the song kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to fly like an eagle.
We're probably still fucked. In the very least, I am super duper fucked because I talked to Roxy real bad for like. Yeah, this is
my
going to be a
favorite
good
part.
month. This is going to be the day that
That
sets
is my
the tone
favorite
for the
part.
whole fucking month.
I'm just fucking.
Oh, don't worry, Alvin. I'm not
destroying
going to
Roxy.
punish you. I'm going to punish everybody except you.
Oh, you plan to, because I'm nice to everyone, you be evil to everyone, and it's my fault, and now we're in a race to see whether I can be better than you're mean? That don't make sense, because I'm better at being nice than you are at being mean.
The problem is there is a breaking point. It's a known tactic that,
Oh, I get it. I see what she's doing.
and it works. You may think at the start, yeah, no, it's not going to. It does. It's how you break people. It's
Why do you know that from a vault?
Hiya.
We learned military with the tactics. It's one of the things we learned.
Torture and...
Well, it's what the
It's very old. It goes back to before they
It's-
would have been put in the vault.
it's one of the. It's right up there with waterboarding.
Right. Professor Geller comes out.
Hey, Professor.
Oh, you're still here. Dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
Sir?
Bye. Thank you, sir.
So just a test to see if Alvin would read more confidential documents.
They wanted us to read the documents.
Yes.
No, they didn't. That's not what this was.
I don't.
Maybe they just wanted to see if you would punish me.
Why would I punish you?
Well, not you. You.
Well, she's already decided what she's
You've been
doing.
released in time for etiquette and protocol.
Yay!
I've started sitting on top of a slightly bigger chair that does not contact my regular chair.
Yeah, but it's such
That'll
a high...
just increase the
So when you
amplitude.
fall asleep and your power turns off and you just drop onto it.
It's not to let me fall asleep. It's just so that I'm not sitting on a taser. I don't want to get tased in the ball bag if it goes wrong.
You know how it works, you know. They'll just increase the amperage to make it jump, and it will work.
Yeah, it'll work, but it won't have the same effect.
Oh no!
No, it'll be worse.
Yeah,
It'll be worse
It'll be way worse.
because you haven't created a barrier between you. It's just a Jacob's Ladder incident.
Just arc.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Alvin. Welcome to class. Yeah, how did that go, whatever it was?
We haven't been spoken to at all, so
Nothing happened.
absolutely nothing happened.
Silent treatment. That's never good.
Well, this is really all my fault.
How's it your fault?
Well,
Unless you were in on it as well.
I could have. In on what?
They knew,
This was a setup.
yes, but it was a setup that they wanted us to let us try, see what the students can do without direction.
Was that actually the Sailor, or
Oh yeah, that was real. All of it was real.
what kind of crazy fucking
So,
setup was
says
that?
Stephanie, then it's highly likely that the letter was real.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, I don't really know how to digest and process this. Apparently it was an exercise, but we were also thrown up against one of the world's most powerful psychic assholes.
I mean, they do try to kill us in the danger room every once in a while, so maybe we should not be surprised.
I think they may have wanted to see who else he's interested in.
Unless they were baiting a trap for him with us. Because this cunt is...
Well,
he's good at trapping things, but now he knows there's like 3-4 meals here he wants to eat.
Who do you even bring in to deal with that, though?
Well, that's it. No, they've now learned his powers are greater than they even think.
Yeah, God.
They've learned something from us doing what we've done. I mean, one, it's win-win
Better be
for them.
getting paid for it.
None of us died.
Plus, I
Alright.
realize it is tempting to just have conversations about your exciting escapades, but you're here to learn. And we will begin by formal dinner setting.
Are we setting the dinner, or
Best way to learn which proper implements to use, young man.
17.
Good enough.
I have the relevant skill, but I've never seen setting a table for things.
Yeah, but just roll the skill then.
2?
You ham-fisted imbecile.
Why are there
Sis
7
hand.
forks?
For the 7 different types of thing you need them for, Susan.
Nine.
Even I know that. Look, this is your
19.
That's all right.
salad fork, and this is for meat, and this is for jabbing Derek in the bum when you want to see him jump, and this is for
I don't believe
if
that's
mice
correct.
get on the table and you need to pin them down.
No, that's the shrimp fork.
If a shrimp gets on the table, sorry, this is the mice fork, and this is a dunging fork.
You know, you're getting real bad at this. You actually need to know something if you want to make fun of me about it. You might have been right with the salad fork, I'll give you that one. And maybe the meat fork, but... one fork is reusable. This is dumb. Ma'am,
It is about
This
proper
is dumb.
manners, you fool. In a formal setting, one's adherence and accuracy to proper traditions is a mark of not only yourself, but the culture you represent.
Alvin rolled a 24. He's just scalping off Johnny. Johnny originally...
24 is way enough.
yeah, but
He's still doing it.
he's never been exposed to high dining, so it's just like...
it's the only way it
No,
makes
this
sense.
is unique. I normally never have to set my own.
We get it, you're rich.
We stopped. How's Roxanne doing?
It's fine, we don't hold it against you anymore.
How do you know this? You wear combat boots to dance.
Because I do have an etiquette and protocol stat that I roll.
No,
with
someone is asking you.
Oh, yeah.
Every fork has a job!
It's
like a little
it's all
regiment.
procedure, whether it's military or setting tables, same
Yeah.
thing.
Fork squad and knife squad and
It's about
spoon
following
squad.
the rules and doing things according to the way they're supposed to be done.
Obeying all the rules. Hickadoola!
The Europunk still confuses me so much.
When you think about it, punks are supposed to be anarchists and nonconformity. So being a conforming punk is really quite punk if you think about it, because you're not conforming with the stereotype of a punk.
So she's a punk.
Yeah. Still, I'm just like, what do you do if your sleeves keep catching on the wrong things? Roll them back a bit. Well, you won't be wearing a baggy hoodie at a formal event. Oh, right. What if we get lobster? You're supposed to eat that with your hands. Yes, that's why a lobster mallet will be provided. Is it a special mallet?
Yes.
Just for the lobster.
Just for how do you know that, Bonnie? You've never seen a lobster.
I didn't have to be taught etiquette.
She actually listens in class. I
It
think.
answers everything. That one word.
But you met them down in the vault. They're very particular about certain things, and formal dinners.
I'm not sure I should be taking advice from people who think that there was a magician called Zooty who should be on the $50 bill.
Don't worry, we'll go to Red
He's a good
Lobster
wall piece,
sometime.
Ooh, fancy. Red Lobster's one of those places that poor people think is fancy, but it's actually trash.
You got your spoons all wrong there. Just put the small spoon
I
at
am
the
well
top.
aware
That is
not
really
correct.
weird
The spoons are wrong. Just
that you would get that wrong.
Man,
Yeah.
just-
The two
just
bikes.
Something
would
for the next class.
That be surely you wouldn't keep bringing that up if you wanted whatever it is you're after.
Look, if there was 2 bikes, I would have a problem with you having a problem with that.
Maybe there is 2 bikes. You don't know. You can't see them. Don't knock them over.
you wouldn't bring bikes to a formal event.
Remember what I said, now we're even?
Fuck. I fucked it up, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That means the ball's back in Anne's court.
Wasn't it always?
Did he just say he wants his ball to be in my court? Is that like a thing?
Did
he
I?
Just did?
There's only one way to stop Labor's taxes.
Kill them.